You have got to be kidding me. I know I should be saying greetings, YouTube. Greetings, YouTube. You have got to be kidding me. That's got to be the title of this video. You've got to be kidding me. We just talked about how in the next part of Act 6, 4 stars are not going to be usable, even for synergy purposes. And now, Kabam is rolling out a max 4-star champion bundle. I haven't even seen the price of these yet. I'm just seeing the title and the banner of this in my office on a lunch break where I'm eating the thoughts of deception and depression from a company that has had one of the worst weeks ever for marketing and just the most out of touch company going right now. And yet there's something that's maxing 4-star champions. If you want the 5-star to be the new 4-star, this should say max 5-star champion. And people will say, oh, they couldn't do that. That's going to be an imbalance of the game. People, wake up. If you get your hands on a Cavalier crystal that gives you an 11% chance to get a 5-star crystal for 200 units, and by 5-star crystal, I mean a 5-star champion, of course. 11%. A higher drop rate right now than you would to get a 3-star from a premium disappointment crystal. You know how frequent 5 stars are going to be now for those at the top who have been able to beat enough of Act 6 to get the Cavalier title? The inequality is going to be unlike anything we've ever seen. So Kabam knows that we have to change to 5 and 6-star champs, especially with 5 and 6-star and really even 6-star eventually only paths previewing throughout story mode content, a content that was traditionally for all summoners, and unlike variant or other different forms of content, even like the champion challenges that we see pop up, you're supposed to be able to use everyone. Of course, now that model is completely changed to maximize profit and also maximize anger in the community. But to say 4-star bundles the week after you're saying you can't use any 4 stars in Act 6 is the most tone-deaf thing I've ever seen by this company. And my goodness, is that saying something? It takes a lot for me to get upset because I think generally this is still a mobile video game. It's not worth my anger. I want to try to be constructive. That's why the video I put out last night after talking to the community for 2 hours and write down 130 bullet point suggestions was mostly a solutions-oriented video. But the solution is just to not run this thing. And then on top of that, you have different tiers for people who have completed only certain kinds, which of course are the proven bundle. And then we have and that's it. So this is all 4 stars. So let's look at these things. Let's just dive in. Okay. So $100 gives you enough to max a 4-star from rank 2 to rank 5. Now, at least they give you 1,000 5-star hero crystal shards. But Kabam, because people are going to say, Prof, this is really good for people who need it. And honestly, it is. Honestly, I wish that I could have bought this when 4 stars were relevant. I could have taken my Scarlet Witch from rank 3 to rank 5. And it's kind of genius for their marketing department for $50 to also include the generic Awakening Gem along with the rank up items to get it. So you could, for $150, take a 4-star that's unawakened and go from rank 1 to rank 5. And yes, that saves you a lot of time. But you would do this, like, if you could bring 4 stars in to Act 6, I think a lot of people would consider doing this that are going into Act 6 for synergy purposes. Because I can't tell you how many people I've heard from that, for instance, with the Holy Trinity synergy of Blade, Ghost Rider, and Stark Spidey, have said to me, Prof, I've got a 5-star Blade and a 5-star Ghost Rider, but I don't have a 5-star Stark Spidey. So I'm bringing in a 4-star. And obviously, they don't make a 6-star Stark Spidey. So you got a 4-star Stark Spidey or bust. You're not going to get that 5-star. And Lord knows I've only opened him once, and it was from that dungeon crystal, thanks to Kate Candy and the dance. But yeah, this would be a pretty intriguing offer without the Act 6 announcement that you can't bring 4 stars in. So if you've beaten all the content up to this point, you're not going to do it. And I know there are going to be the elites out there who say, well, Prof, 4 stars don't matter to me and haven't mattered for quite some time, so this doesn't affect me anyway. But I still think that's a tone-deaf argument from members of the community who aren't understanding the situation of so many who are uncollected now, who maybe even have beaten 100% of Act 5, but who just haven't had very good 5-star luck because you can't control who you get in the crystal. And there are so many middle tier and lower tier trash meme champs, whatever you call them, tier champs in the 5-star basic crystal now that it's almost impossible. Kabam, $49.99 is the same price that you gave people who stopped playing the game a generic 5-star Awakening Gem plus 6 stones. That's the deal you should be giving everyone in this community right now. Not a 4-star Signature Stone bundle and not a 4-star Awakening Gem bundle, but a 5-star Awakening Gem offer for people who play the game every day and who have one foot out the door right now and who are trying to find a way to stay because, honestly, they've not only put a bunch of time and, for some people, a bunch of money into this, but they've got friends in their alliances. They've gotten used to playing this game for fun. It's supposed to be fun, right? It's a hobby. But it's turned into a abusive relationship because you guys at Kabam have become so tone deaf to what the community wants and needs that you've just maximized profit and minimized customer service. From the forums to the condescension of even the language of posts, it is unbelievable. And this offer right now for a 4-star is crazy. It's crazy, and yet I have a feeling they're still going to try to make money off of it. And they're still probably going to make money off of it because if I was just starting the game and I had one 4-star that was really good, this would be a huge help to me. For people who maybe haven't beaten all of Act 5, or especially if you're beating Act 2, Act 3, Act 4, this is a very tempting offer. But it needs to be a 5-star Awakening Gem. It needs to be the exact bundle that you've offered the people who stopped playing the game to come back. That would be huge. I would be pumping that up. Instead, I mean, you've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. I just don't think the company realizes how disrespectful to so many players this kind of offer is. Also, let's just be real. In 2019, the 4-star Signature Stone bundle should be $50, and the 4-star Awakening Gem bundle should be $20. You should cut these prices in half, not charge still an Odin. Now, what would make this an A? My argument, if this was a special July 4th or Cyber Monday-like offer, and you got everything you saw in front of you at the price that they're charging, but you got the units that you would normally get along with it, you get the 3,100 units for the Odin, and around about the 1,500 units you got for the Black Panther's treasure, and then you got these rank up materials instead, I could be on the board with that because, you know, you're going to need units for Act 6. And Kabam could have said, look, we know people still need to rank up their 4-stars, but we want you to hoard your units because you're going to need to spend a lot of revives on this BS content that we're going to put out. So why don't we include the units with these rank up offers? And even though most of you don't need them, maybe there's a 4-star in your inventory that you could rank up because it becomes essentially a free list of items. It becomes a free way for you to maximize a 4-star as a bonus for the units you would already get. But instead, no, because it's not Cyber Monday or July 4th, we're not going to make a precedent to have units included in these deals. We're going to put these rank up items that are 2 to 3 times overpriced in place of the units. And oh, by the way, they were 2 to 3 times overpriced before the Act 6 announcement, in which every champion you use these really expensive items on, you can't bring to the new story mode content anyway. It is the definition of tone deaf. And I'm just sitting in my office in good old Stillwater, Oklahoma, shaking my head and saying, Kabam, you are losing people. People are leaving the game. They're sick of this. It is an abusive relationship, and you can only be treated poorly for so long before you're out of here. And if they're not leaving the game, they're going to spend far less because they don't want to support a company that does really shady things that have questionable at best ethics. And now you're pulling out these high-priced items for champions we can't bring into the next part of story mode? Give me a break. Give me a break. Are you kidding me? Kabam. We deserve better as a community. Don't get these offers. It is a slap in the face to us. And this video, again, is just going to be titled, "Are You Kidding Me?" Because my goodness, tone deaf has a new definition in Webster's dictionary. It's this offer.